Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Herbert going to go to the air right away. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the 30 on second down, Herbert. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
On second and 9, Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tony Field from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Now a handoff up the middle. Witherspoon. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Herbert now. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. And the tight end goes in motion left. After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Witherspoon. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Watson. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Here's Johnny Townsend to punt it away. And taken at the 46. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. On 1st and 10, Herbert. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll send Rodgers in motion right. Herbert. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Witherspoon. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Uchenna Nwosu drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd and a couple, Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simple. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. The Browns at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Watson looks to throw again. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Did you see that run the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
To the air yet again, Watson. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They'll send Rodgers in motion right. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. And the Raiders first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll send Rodgers in motion right. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he's caught downfield. It's Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. The opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. To throw is Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky in the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st down, Watson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Amari Cooper. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
The York on now for the extra point.
And that makes it 14-10.
quarterback ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff up the middle, and it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
From the 44, Herbert. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
In motion left is Rodgers. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Binds, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Browns drive about to get started.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I showed my age a little bit.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. After the turnover, here's Herbert.
He'll look downfield for Waller. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, His assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
He's going to have the first down and then some.
A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another good reception there, and the Browns on the march.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Watson. Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fields this way up at the 17, and he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Raiders 13.
Second down, Witherspoon.
44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Herbert now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
On first down, it's Herbert throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rodgers. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 31, Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
On first down, Witherspoon.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They get the crucial turnover just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And he's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
You'll forgive me if I get excited about what we just saw there, won't you? I know I'm supposed to be neutral here, but those were terrific plays back-to-back defensively. They know what the mission is. They've got to force a punt here if they want to have a chance to win the game.
They absolutely do. Steps 1 and 2 done. Now they need this 3rd step. The Browns on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Watson. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Here's Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Watson.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him,
touchdown! Nick Chubb, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Browns are on their way to a 2-0 start. York now for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
and doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll send Rodgers in motion right. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Herbert.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Herbert.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They do tack on the extra point as well, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.